So, the reason that people did not take to the streets in protest of the murder of Charlie Kirk has very little to do with party lines and more to do with the fact that Charlie Kirk was a private citizen who had his life taken away by another private citizen, who was then arrested. And then that suspect who was arrested will be taken to trial and held accountable for their actions. Generally speaking, the whole point of a protest is to demand political or social change by expressing dissent and holding people in power accountable when they otherwise were not being held accountable for their actions, which is why this argument is a false equivalence and makes very little sense. There are very few people who protest when a private citizen is held accountable for their actions. And if you're saying that this is a left versus right issue, I would like to remind you of January 6th, when the right took to the Capitol and took the life of an innocent officer who was just there doing their job, trying to protect the Capitol from the protesters who were there simply because their candidate of choice lost an election fairly. I think it's less to do with your political affiliation and more to do with the fact that an ICE agent took the life of an innocent person for no reason and is not being held accountable, but instead being told that they have absolute immunity.